Please subscribe my channel. My phone vibrated one afternoon, and as soon as I saw Emily's name on the screen, my heart felt heavy. I opened the text carefully and read it twice to make sure I understood it right. I'm going on a trip with my ex. I couldn't tell him no. I'll miss you. That was all. No sorry, no reason given, just those words with a touch of affection. I did not get mad. I did not feel surprised. What stood out most was how still my thoughts became. Months of strain growing apart and questions without answers suddenly clicked into place. I sat on the sofa, looking at the blank wall, and let the reality sink in without fighting it. I did not call her. I did not ask for reasons. I did not want more details. Deep inside, I knew any extra information would only create pictures in my mind that I did not need. Instead, I wrote back 2 short words and sent them right away, me too. That answer was not meant to hurt or show strong feelings. It was simply true. True about missing the us that was gone forever. I set the phone face down and breathed deeply. Right then, I saw something clearly for the first time. Our marriage was not breaking because of this trip. It had been fading slowly long before she left. The minutes after that felt strangely calm. I thought my hands would tremble or my mind would race, but nothing like that happened. I realized how tired I had been, tired in my heart and my head, from trying to keep together something that kept falling apart. Her message did not break me. It set me free. I thought back over the last year. The space between us that kept growing, how she mentioned her ex, Tom, more than she noticed, the fights that never fixed anything. I saw plainly how many times I had pushed aside my gut feelings just to keep the peace. That afternoon, instead of staring at my phone waiting for more, I got up and started getting ready. Not for a big fight, but for a new chapter. I collected key papers, saved important files on my computer, sorted out money matters, small steps, steady and peaceful. I did not share anything on social media. I did not call friends to complain. I did not make a big show of my hurt. Keeping quiet felt strong. While doing those things, I made a choice I had put off for months. If she could pick her old life so quickly, I could pick my new one just as steadily. Once I decided, there was no fear, only clear thinking. That night, she sent more texts. Short ones, unsure ones. Why are you so quiet? Aren't you upset? I did not answer right away. I was busy with something she never saw coming. Letting go on purpose without drama. I made dinner for myself, tidied the house in Charlotte, North Carolina, and slept well for the first time in a long while. The next day, I reached out to a lawyer. Not to get even, but to be responsible. Learning your choices does not mean you want to battle. It means you want to be informed. I also packed a small overnight bag. Not to move out yet, but to be prepared if needed. That difference was important. When you stop letting emotions control everything, your actions become stronger than any words. By the second day of her trip, I saw her messages change. The sureness was gone. The bold tone softened. She asked if I was all right. I answered simply, I am. That short reply bothered her more than yelling would have. Staying calm can scare someone who expects a storm. On the 3rd day, she called at last. Her voice sounded tight, hurried, full of worry. She said the trip did not feel right, that it was not what she thought it would be. She kept thinking about my text, me too. She asked what I meant. I told her honestly. I miss the Emily who picked us every day. I miss the marriage without threats or looking back at old relationships. There was a long quiet on the phone. Then her voice shifted to panic. She wanted to know what I had been doing while she was away. I said calmly that I had been getting ready. Ready for truth. Ready for what comes next. Ready for a life where I do not have to compete with someone from the past. That is when she fell apart. She asked if I was ending things. I did not say yes or no straight out. I told her something she was not prepared for. Your decision made me finally make my own. Those words hurt more than any angry name calling could. A few hours later, she texted again, this time in a rush. She said she was getting the soonest flight home, that she had messed up badly, that she had to see me right away. I did not try to stop her. I did not urge her to come back either. I just wrote, travel safe. When she walked through the door of our home in Austin, Texas, her bold attitude was gone. She looked worn out, afraid, without the confidence she had when she left. She thought she would find crying, shouting, blame. Instead, she found me steady, everything in order, a bit distant. That frightened her more than any argument would. She asked if we could repair things, if our marriage could still work. I told her quietly that saying sorry does not undo actions. It may explain them, but explanations do not bring back trust quickly. She cried and said she never thought I would move on so fast. I corrected her kindly. I did not move on fast. I just stopped carrying it by myself. We spoke for hours that evening. No loud voices, no pointing fingers, just honest words. I shared how long I had felt like the backup choice, how many times I had begged for comfort instead of real answers. She admitted she believed I would always stay no matter what. That belief was the deepest hurt. Love does not stop when someone is unfaithful. It stops when one person thinks the other will never walk away. I explained that my calm answer was not because I did not care. It was because I accepted the truth. I deserve a partnership where I am not just an option. She pleaded for one more try. I listened, then said something final. I can forgive you, but I cannot forget what I now understand. That is when she realized this was not only about the trip. It was about respect. And once respect is damaged, nothing feels the same. The days after that were hard, but calm. We talked about separating like adults. There were tears, old memories, sadness we both felt, but no mixed signals. Friends saw how steady I stayed. I was not mad. I was not resentful. I was sure of my path. Emily dealt with deep regret, seeing too late that a quick thrill disappears fast, but the results last. I learned something important from all of it. Staying quiet is not weak. It is strong when you choose it. While she ran after past feelings, I built toward a steady future. While she acted on impulse, I planned ahead. That difference decided everything. I did not gain a victory, but I kept my sense of self. And that meant more than being picked by someone who was unsure. When my wife Emily texted that she was going on a trip with her ex Tom and would miss me, she waited for anger or begging. What she did not wait for was my agreement, me too. That quiet response was not giving up. It was standing firm. What I did after was not loud, showy, or mean. It was silent planning, respect for myself, and clear vision. And that clear vision made her hurry home in fear, understanding too late that she had not seen my true strength. Sometimes the strongest way to answer betrayal is not with a fight. It is with steady calm. And once calm takes the place of fear, nothing stays the same again.